Job 19. So he is talking about his struggle, and I find chapter 19 to be really eye-opening into the state that Job was in. Basically 10 times his friends have reproached him, attacking him, basically, is what he felt. And they did. I think they did it kind of like out of concern, because they truly believe that there was some sin that caused this, and they didn't believe Job that he was afflicted without sinning. And so they they wanted him to be restored, and so they wanted him to like basically make things right. But what they don't know is that Job, like he was saying, he wasn't lying to them, that he was afflicted for not for a reason not due to sin. And so he said that if it is true that he has gone astray, then his error remains his concern alone. He felt that they were exalting themselves above him and using his humiliation against him. He want them to know that God has wronged him, that God has did him harm and wrong. So he basically said, though I cry violence, I get no response. So I guess when someone is assaulted or they were wrong, they would cry out violence to get help against the person who is harming them. And then, so basically that is what he was echoing, that he wished there was someone who can mediate, who can talk to God about like the state that he's in, to get him some help. Because he called for help and there is no justice, because these is what he perceived to all these events are coming from God. So he felt like God has blocked his way. God has shrouded his path in darkness, stripped him of his honor, tears him down, that God's anger burns against him, and basically laying siege against him. And we then read about his current family and relationship. His family is alienated, not only alienated, but his children actually died. His acquainted are completely estranged from him. His relatives gone away, closest friends forgotten him. Guests and female servant count him as a foreigner. They look on him as a stranger. His servant does not even answer him, and he begged his servant to do something, but his servant wouldn't do it. His breath is offensive to his wife, so I guess like him breathing, he might have bad breath if you take it like, but I think it's like more like him being alive, his breath maybe. I'm not sure which way that leans, but a few possibilities there. He is loathsome to his own family. Little boys ridicule him. Intimate friends detest him. Those who he loved have turned against him. He is nothing but skin and bone. And basically similar like what God said, like to Zane. He can do everything to Job, just not take his life. And this is actually what he did. He did everything he could possibly do to Job, just not take his life. So that's like his situation is unimaginable, and I wonder how long he has to live like this for. But from what I understand, it is a long time. So he then say what he really wants to say. He said, please just have pity on him. My friends, have pity. like the hands of God has struck him, and so why do so he doesn't know why they are trying to like pursue him, like trying to chastise him, like make him want, like finding fault with him, I guess. And so, and he then said, oh, my words were recorded. And it's funny that his words are recorded and written on a scroll, and later on now everyone can read about his life. But then verse 25, I know that my Redeemer lives. And I love the song that was taken that has that very word in it. Such a powerful song and such a powerful statement from a man in such a depressing state, and that he, in the end, he will stand on the earth, and after his skin has been destroyed, Job's skin has been destroyed, yet in his flesh I will see God. So then this kind of like made me wonder back a few chapters before, where he feel like death is like finality. So it sounds like he does believe in a resurrection at the end of the days, because he said that in his flesh he will see God. So he must have believed that our body, we will be resurrected in our and given a renewed body, and in that body, in that flesh, then he will see God, because he then reiterated that he himself will see God with his own eyes, and how his heart yearns within him for that. So then Job then again say that if his friends keep on insisting that the root of the trouble lies in Job, then Job says that they should fear the sword themselves, like God might punish them, and that will be their judgment. So, and we know later on that Job actually had to pray and like basically redeem his friends' errors according to the instruction of God. So this actually comes to pass also.